What's up, amazing people? Welcome back to this YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Valerie and this is my YouTube channel. In this channel I talk about everything, including anything that may interest you. So if this is anything that you're interested in, please stay with me. Let's get into the topic of today. So in the topic of today, I want us to talk about caregiving and its effects and how to help or how to support the caregivers. So let's get into this story and this topic. So to touch a little bit on caregiving, I have decided to volunteer with I'm volunteering with a group called the Caregivers. It's like a group to support caregivers, and I decided to join this group because I was once a caregiver at a very young age. So as I was a young caregiver at a young age, I was like 12 years old, and I remember before I became a caregiver, my mom was sick. I was seeing my mom bleeding. She was bleeding, but she didn't want to tell us the cause. So I used to ask her, "Mom, what is wrong with you?" And she was like, I used to ask, "Mom, what is wrong with you?" And she was like, "Nothing." I see her bleed, but she refuses that there is nothing wrong with her. So when her situation got worse, the situation was worse in that my mom started, like, her mental stability was not that stable. She used to climb out of the gate. She climbs, disappears. I call my uncle, we call my uncle and my mom's sister. They come back, they look for her for like almost 2 hours or 3 hours. And I remember when my uncle was at home, at his house, and my aunt was at her own place, my brother and I were the only caregivers around. So we were supposed to take care of my mom. Remember, we are in school, class 7. So we are taking care of this person. She's really sick, very sick. At times, she starts beating you up for no apparent reason. She just beats people up. She insults you. She beats you up. Then at some point she just comes back to her senses. Then she remembers, oh, these are my kids. We need to have a talk. And I really remember that experience. It is still fresh in my mind because I was too young to take care of my mom, and it pained me so much to see my mom suffering because of a disease or an illness which if it was discovered earlier, she would have survived. So if the disease or the illness was discovered earlier, she would have survived, and by God's grace, she would have been here. It's unfortunate that it came to a point where she had to rest, and I'm glad, not in a bad way, but I'm glad she rested due to the fact that she was passing through a lot of pain. And when you see the person you love or your loved one passing through a lot of pain, it's something that is not fun. So yeah, and caregiving is not easy, and I see a lot of people going through that. I respect a lot of I respect every caregiver, because taking care of somebody who is sick, you have to give that person your time, your energy. You have to invest all your energy in that person. You invest everything to a point you forget about yourself. So being a caregiver is not that easy, and being a caregiver requires dedication. It requires your patience. Oh my God, if you're not patient, these people will, you might end up leaving your loved one alone in the house to suffer because you feel like it's too much. A story, there's this lady on TikTok, Viola. She's taking care of her brother. The brother is tall and huge. So the brother is autistic. This girl, I follow her on TikTok and I've seen her videos, the way she's crying for help, because it has reached a point whereby the brother is getting out of hand. Like the brother is huge, is taller than the lady, and she says it reaches a point where the brother just beats her. I feel her so much because she has a child, a 10-year-old girl, and her mom is also sick. So she's the caregiver of 3 people. Okay, the child is not, her baby girl is okay, but let me just say she's taking care of 3 people because she has to take care of the child. Her brother needs to be taken care of, and her mom is also sick, cannot do anything alone, has to be taken care of. So when I see the story of this girl, when I see her story, the way she's crying for help, the way she needs support, I really sympathize with her, because it's not easy. You're taking care of someone who is autistic, cancer patient, diabetic patient. Oh my God. Anyway, how we should to support caregivers. I know in Kenya we don't have the facilities. We don't have a lot of facilities that can take in caregivers as compared to that can take in like these sick individuals or people who need help, as compared to the outside or the Western countries or the European countries. But at least we can support by visiting and providing services, like providing things that they may need. And I know that will not be enough, because like the situation of Viola takes her brother to the clinics. She says she has done a lot of blood work. They have found nothing wrong with her brother's condition. Like the blood work is clean. And she also said she tries to avoid things that she was told in the hospital to avoid, like the food types that the brother eats. And I know visiting and giving support like food or clothing will not help that much. But I think when caregivers find people to talk to and they pour out what they feel, it gives them the peace. Okay, it makes them know that they are not alone in this journey. And to compare to what I went through, I know these people are strong, and supporting them is by heart. You're not supposed to do it because you are pitying this person, you have pity on this person. So to all caregivers, please know that you're not alone, and you've worked hard so much, and you're supposed to be given your flowers. remember that this journey is not easy, and you will, one day, you will pass this hard part of life. And please don't feel like you're alone. Don't feel like you're being judged. You are loved. You are appreciated. If anybody has never been a caregiver in their lives, please respect these caregivers. This is not an easy job. Kwanza, taking care of autistic kids, because kids with autism, by the time they are growing up gradually, their anger level